Did you want me to go in a bit early this morning?
You can go in there, yeah. You're live.
Good morning, world. It's Wayne Kira here again, sitting with Paul Shivers. And today we're at the Richmond Workmen's Club in Christchurch, in the South Island of New Zealand. And we've got a tremendous day of snooker today. I suggest none of you go out today, sit down and watch what's playing today. Australia plays New Zealand in this wonderful ANZACS tournament. And from Australia, Victoria, Australia, we've got James Mifsud from the famous Mifsud family. And he's playing Matt Scarborough from New Zealand. I'm not sure who's breaking yet. But yeah. For your information, James is a multi-time representing Australia at heaps of world championships in snooker. Has dabbled in billiards, but really not much. Matthew Scarborough from New Zealand is going to break. He's with the customary break there. So there'll be a bit of nervous tension to start. James comes to the table. He's a 5 times Victorian snooker champion. Now with the cue, he actually plays with a Peter Handley. It's 19 ounces. It's a 9.4 millimetre tip, for your information. And that looks like a pretty nervous start. Matthew Scarborough comes from Hamilton, New Zealand. He is actually originally from the UK. Now he got his cue. It's called a Master Ash cue. It's a 10 millimetre tip. He paid $250 for it off Trade Me some years ago. Very nice opening start. So obviously black develops the next reds. Yeah, nice cue action, nice and close to the white. I don't know what happened there. That's definitely not Matt. He plays with a Mike Woolridge tips, and he gets them from the UK. He buys them online, and he says that he finds them the sort of tip that he likes. So Mike Woolridge. Now it's wool as an animal wool, sheep wool, dredge, D-R-I-D-G-E. Left-handed James comes to the table. And again, both these players are very uncharacteristic at present. The truck and trailer shot there was not deliberate. In New Zealand, Matt Scarborough from New Zealand hits the front.
So what's the score, sorry?
So it's 4 to Matt. Sorry, 5 to Matt.
Sorry, I was just setting up the other computer in the room.
Black's in an uncomfortable position, but there's obviously a simple green to start the break if necessary. James opens his account with a nice red, taking the green to come back out of baulk. She's manufactured very nicely actually, going between those two colours. And that hasn't been that friendly, has it? Suggest a safety zoo of the day or having a sneak go here. Finish up with a ball colour. Lovely conditions. some reason both players appear pretty nervy. Blue should develop the next red. Sorry, brown should develop the next red for him, sorry. And he has done that very nice. He'd be disappointed so hard on the cushion, but lovely kills, James. So he should be able to handle this quite comfortably. Looks like he's going to go and try going between the green and the brown here, which he has done, and missed the blue. Wow. I think New Zealand got off lightly there. Score currently Australia 10, New Zealand 5. Matthew, I would suggest playing for a ball colour here if he's able to slot this red. Oh, wonderful shot. And again, that's been a bit cruel. Probably, let's hope he can see the blue. But a very nice starting red. Yes, obviously he can because he's trying to sort out his next red. And again, just finishing on the cushion as well, just like James did a few minutes ago, so can't really tell if he's on anything here. Looks like safety's order of the day. Yes, it is. Still a nice, comfortable 6, though. We get a good view here. James must have fancied that. Matthews come to the table. Can he get himself? The black's at least it's out of there now, but the pink's gettable. He's just got to try and work out if he can really get to it from here. Can't really get down low on the ball to come between those two side reds, but it looks like he's going to have to use a cushion. Or is he going to play safe? Can't really play safe because of the red that he has by this bottom pocket. He's taking plenty of time, good on him. It's one of the comments I make when you're playing, don't rush, because if you rush a shot and miss, your opponent never says thank you for rushing. He gets windburn getting out of his seat to take his shot. Safety's all of the day, so he's aiming obviously for the straight lines here. That's very good shot, Matthew, very good shot. Oh, wonderful touch. Clever shot. Very, very clever shot. That's a good shot from an experienced player. Suggest Matt does the same thing here. Probably just sends what happened to Bork and cuddles that reed over by the black spot. Yeah, nice safety. Very nice shot. Good pace, good weight. So we're getting a look here from the angle thanks to Paul Shivers. He's clicked over for us. Not a lot there for James, is there? Looks like he's playing 2 questions. 1 question anyway. Yeah, 2. And in the lap of the gods. There is an opening here now for Matthew. Matthew's actually and was born in England. He's from Southampton. Just looks a bit nervous, doesn't he? He's left one here too for a starter for James, but James has still got to be able to work a colour. Currently New Zealand leads 11-10, so it's still very tight. Now you've got to think there's a real chance here for Matthew. Choice of pink or blue here. Possibly blue will give him a better read. He's cutting the pink in here. Well taken. Lovely shot. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Well played, Matt. So the English-born Southampton player, very nice pink there. Running through for a nice blue, and the blue definitely develops the next read for him. Nice little 13 break and a developing read. Well played. Break goes to 14. And this pink definitely sets up more reads. Pink spot is covered, so the pink's gone on the black spot. Yeah, it's nicely developed. Probably want to do a bit better positioning there, but he's still got a read. No matter what happens, he's still okay. Nice little break being put together here. Yeah, he looks more comfortable now, and this definitely opens up more reads. Don't want to get too excited here, but there's a possible clearance here. Very nice. So I make that 3 pinks and a blue at this stage. Make that 4 pinks. Playing nice here. Well played. He's about 6'2". Matt Scarborough. And he won't be happy with that. He's probably not sure what happened there, but table's been kind to him. He would have had a pink or a blue, but failed on the red. But New Zealand goes ahead 52-10. Still a possible 51 on the table. That particular red that Matt missed probably would have made the Aussies needing snookers. I think this is possibly a shot to nothing. So the left-handed Victorian James Missett steps up and has a chance here to take this frame. Pink should develop the bottom red. It has done. Got a nice angle here to get out to, pot the red and come out. Possible pink or blue. I'm not sure if he's looking at the black from here at this stage. But he's got to try and work on that last red after the next colour. Yeah, well played. Well, he's got well up the table here. He might have been looking for the black there actually. But both the green and the yellow will give him the next red. Strange how Matthew got in and started making a few, and now James looks much more relaxed. Oh, we'll take him. Oh, he's got the black here too. That's a very clever shot. Good shot, James. It's a very clever shot, and he should be able to develop for the yellow here too with the black. Lucky he's left-handed. He'd be disappointed with that. Yeah. Just probably trying to get too much work off it, the Victorian. So the Hamiltonian Mr. Scarborough is about to come forward. Difference of 31 here. And New Zealand looking strong now because the Australians are needing snookers. Very nice. 36 and 22 on the table. Make that 40. 40 and 18 on the table. Well played, Matthew.
Oh,
Would you
what?
believe that? Would you believe that? So at this stage, I'm not sure what's being decided here.
Frame's been conceded.
The frame's been conceded.
Yeah,
Thank
I'd
you.
say so. Yeah. Morning, Wayne. How are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm wonderful. Thank you. Lovely to see you here, Lester. And what a wonderful job you've done here. This is a really, really, really exciting day today. I've just been so looking forward to watching the competition coming up today with these senior players, these senior men players.
Yes, it seems to be. I've never seen either of these gentlemen play before, but it's certainly building into be a good tournament. I think at the end. Have you been? What are your thoughts about the tournament itself and how it works and so on? Have you got any comments on that or thoughts on that?
Well, I'm one-eyed, of course, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I just love the Q sports altogether. I just think this is a wonderful idea, Lester. It's your little baby. You started this, and we're just hoping now that the Australians can take it on next year or the year after. And we send over some New Zealand players to play the same heroes, New Zealand heroes, Victorian Cross for the ANZACS. And I just honestly think, do you know if the Australians will want to carry on with this, Lester?
Yes, we have every intention to do that at this stage. There's no reason why we should change anything. As I say before, it was unfortunate our original arrangements had to be changed literally within days. But we do thank our sponsors, Castles, for Bury, for their support and their helping us to get to this location. And we thank the club management and the staff for allowing us to be here for some great snooker. And we wish you thank you for your services and hope you have a good, safe trip back home.
Thank you very much. Look, I just love being here. It's just an honour to be here. You know, we're here for the right reasons. And I thank you for the invitation.
That's fine.
It's a very nice starting red, wasn't it, for James, the Victorian?
What is James's career? Does he have a career or is he
Unbelievably well known in Australia. The Misfits family is just absolutely famous. His brother Steve has been a world amateur snooker champion.
Mm-hmm.
And has also plays a lot of billiards as well. I think he's a 500 breaker at billiards.
Mm-hmm.
And in Singapore last year, he even made the final of the Singapore Open against all the pros. Don't forget, in billiards, unlike snooker, in billiards, pros play with the amateurs in the World Championships, whereas when you've got to get a tour card to be able to play with the champs. But he's a lovely left-hander, huge reputation. He's a 216 Australian champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's 5 times Victorian snooker champion. He's represented Australia in heaps of world championships. I asked him the number, and the only answer he could give me was heaps. So heaps means over 2.
Yeah.
So it could be 10 or 15, I don't know. But just a safety option there for Matthew. And but it's just the whole Misfit family is so respected in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you had a chance to meet James yet. Just a lovely, lovely man. Now look at the referee there. For you people that don't know the referee, he's very famous in New Zealand. His name is Mr. Peter de Groot. Mr. Peter de Groot is from Canterbury. Mr. Peter de Groot has been a New Zealand snooker champion several times. He's been a New Zealand billiard champion a couple of times. He's also won, ready for this, 8 and 9 ball championships in New Zealand. And yet he's here to referee this game for the ANZACS.
Oh no.
And that's obviously just a small breakfast. That's a foul shot fall away. I don't know if that was touching ball. Was that touching ball?
I think so. I think it would have been called. It looked very close to touching to me.
Yeah, okay, it might have been touching ball, so it was not a foul.
Doesn't seem to be much damage done though.
Yeah, no, I think this red might be on down here. No, he's looking for something else. And of course, Matthew Scarborough, he actually came to New Zealand in 1995, like to take a year out from England. He came out to New Zealand and he did did some schooling in New Zealand. He went back home, and in 2001 he decided to come to New Zealand to live. And he has done that. He's currently got citizenship. He's a New Zealand Snooker Open champion, and he's been 2 times a finalist in the New Zealand Snooker Championships.
Shot.
Gee, well taken, well picked out. Just got to hope that that black is available, and the way he was walking around would suggest it is. Very well picked out, Matthew. Stunning, actually. Chin's on the cue.
What?
Bad luck. And again, just short on the... Just what happened when you have a small breakfast. Nice read. Now this should be the chance for the Australians now to have a real good go at this. He's got to be disappointed with that. He'd be really disappointed. He'd be shattered actually. It looks like he does have a read, but he could have made that a lot easier. Matthew comes to the table with some chances. Black's available for both pockets. So getting this first red's really important. First red with a colour could develop a real good break. Matthew Scarborough's tip, it's actually a little bit mushroom. That's the way he likes them. He likes it.
Great shot.
Beautifully stroked. Just caress that ball. Let the cue do the work. Important shot this, because this clearly is the start of a break again.
Oh, excellent.
He's just a little bit astounded. I think that he clipped that red. It's not all doom and gloom. No, there's a couple of reds he can work. Reds like these are just normally just a formality for these players. This red definitely gets the black, and if he gets it wrong, he should be covered for that. And the rib is okay. Well played, Matthew. Got around beautifully.
Yeah.
Very nice. Got around beautifully for the next red. So I make that 16. So does he try and get on the other side of the black here? Well, he must be able to see it from there. Yep, he can. His demeanour tells us he can. Oh, well developed. Very nice. Stun the black in. Going for his fourth black in a row here. Nicely played, Matthew. And he's around for another red. Very well played. Looking good. Looking really good. Looks like he's going to try and pot the red for the blue. There's another lock. Sarfa's on a 32. Clever shot. Definitely developed more reds here. He's still got that red up in the far right hand corner as we look at the screen. This will just give him choice of reds now. So far the break's a nice 38. And yesterday, by the way, one of the ladies here, Jessica Woods, got a 121 clearance. So that's the calibre of the player that's come over here. With respect to our ANZACS. Clever shot. That clears away. Obviously a red pink here. Or maybe the blue. When he gets it wrong, he gets it badly wrong, doesn't he? Still a wonderful break, 44. But still 67 on the table with a nice easy starter. Actually more than 67. There's another red there. So that's one. We haven't seen the best of James yet, so this might be where he starts. Now the reds are a little tricky. Obviously the balk red's the simplest one to get, but I don't think he'll be going for it just yet. So he's obviously developed a cut red here, I'd say, to come out for the pink again. Yeah, well taken. Good shot. Good shot, James. Trying to get behind those reds. Bad luck. There's the famous Peter de Groot for all of you. He's won all Q Sports events in New Zealand. Snooker, pool and billiards.
Oh, bad luck.
So the difference is only 9. New Zealand still leads 45 to 36. And this is a chance. This is... So does pink give him the balk red? Or does pink give him the red down here by the black? Does he play the red very slow and leave it on the pocket if he misses so the red doesn't go in? he's choosing the black. I suggest to go for that fork red. I'm wrong again. Very well played, Matthew.
Lawrence is going to come and have a chat with him.
Yeah, very nice. This will definitely get off the last red. One side cushion here, up between the blue and brown for that next red. Really caressing the ball nice, isn't he? Very well developed, Matthew. Very well developed. Very important red that now the Australians need snookers. It's 28 the diff with the brown to go, and there's actually table clearance here. Yeah, this is just a normal practice table clearance here for all the snooker players. Yellow develops the green. New Zealand are 32 in front with 27 on the table. So currently the Australians need a high coloured snooker or two snookers. New Zealand currently lead the frame score 1-0. So the Australians here are now needing snookers. So this is not easy. So there's plenty of straight lines here. So the famous James Mifsud would be pretty disappointed with that. Matthew could probably have a go at trying to clip this in. If he misses, just leaves it on the pocket. And isn't that the way when you don't need snookers you can get them? In our second game today we've got Carl Barrett playing a wonderful Lawrence Millington, the Bay of Plenty player. All he could do is play that, and he might be punished. So that definitely puts New Zealand in a much stronger position. Yeah, so we've got Lawrence is in the second game representing New Zealand. He's also an Englishman, and as I understand he's waiting for citizenship. His wife's come over with him to New Zealand. But unlucky they're not getting the snooker.
Frame to Matthew.
The frames have been conceded. So New Zealand lead 2-0 on this wonderful day of snooker that we're going to have. And as I was talking to you a minute ago, we're just talking about Lawrence Millington. He's a 2-time North Island champ. He's actually currently number 3 in New Zealand. And there he is now. He's just walked in. Lawrence, come over here and say hello, Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence Millington, it's wonderful to have you here.
Good morning, everybody. Glad to finally be here. I don't know if you told people about my travel issues.
No, I haven't done that, but it's a long way to come from England for this particular game.
Do you know what? I feel like I've been travelling as long as it would have
Your head's in
taken.
the right spot, but your head's back to front.
Yes, that's right.
How are you, mate?
So Lawrence lives in Hamilton at present. He's had terrible trouble trying to get down to Auckland since yesterday. Down to Christchurch yesterday. Matthew Scarborough was about to break, and New Zealand lead 2 frames to 1. Sorry, 2 frames to 0. Too busy watching the drinks getting sorted there. And yeah, I think he was coming down at least 2 or 3 times on planes yesterday, and for some reason, because of staff shortages, re-COVID, etc., on Jetstar, he was unable to make it. It's lovely to have you here.
Yeah, no, I'm here now. I'm on my 3rd coffee, and I'll be ready when the time comes. Don't worry.
We're looking forward to watching you play.
Much to my amazement, my cue has arrived with me, so that was my next worry.
Okay. And what sort of a cue do you play with?
I've got a John Paris Supreme. My wife very kindly, many years ago now, said to me, right, let's go and get you a cue from John Paris. I'd probably been moaning that it was the cue's fault, you know, it wasn't me playing badly. So she'd had enough and said, right, come on, let's go and get you one made. So we got the train up. This is when we lived in England. We got the train up to London, went in there, and the great man was there. And I said, looking for a cue to be made. And he said, all right, what do you want? And so I said, don't know. So he said, well, look, you know, back then it's different now, but back then there was about 600 cues on the rack in the shop. So he said, look, just, you know, have a play around with them. And anyway, got down to 2 or 3, and he's got a very small sort of quarter-sized table in there with the old ivory balls. So it's quite hard to get a feel for it because of the old balls. But anyway, I chose this cue. And he said, oh, well, you know, that's 57 inches and 19.5 ounces, and, you know, I can get you one made and it'll take 6 months. And I remember just thinking, well, why am I getting one made when I've got one in my hand? So, yeah, I walked out the shop with the cue that day, and it shows you how long ago it was. I paid £270 for that cue.
Wow, that's cheap.
You could probably stick a 1 in front of that now,
You
and,
could,
and be waiting 3 years. So, yeah, no, that's my cue. And before I came over to New Zealand, I have actually got another one which is exactly the same, but as you'll know, Wayne, every cue plays different.
Yes.
So despite the fact it's the same weight, size, brand, type, it's nothing like it.
It's what the top 4 inches likes, isn't it? Top 4 inches says this is it, that's it.
Yeah.
I've just got a text here from somebody. I don't know if this will help you at all, but I'll just ask him the question now. So, Lawrence, were you married before you got the cue, or did you get married after you got the cue?
Is this a serious question?
It's a serious question. It's just general. I don't want to name him.
Yeah, no. We were already married.
You're already married, because he's actually said, well, tell him to make sure he marries that lady. I've actually seen the lady. Her name is Gemma, and Lawrence Millington's currently into real estate, doing a wonderful job. He supports snooker in a big way in New Zealand, and we're just delighted to have you here. And I know you're waiting for your
Citizenship.
Citizenship, yeah.
Yeah.
So all you people currently watching this ANZAC tournament from Parliament, wake up. Get this guy's citizenship. He wants to represent New Zealand in the World Snooker Champs. He's definitely got ability. So with all that talk, currently Matthew Scarborough is leading. This is James playing now. Do you know anything about James at all? The misfits from Australia?
Only by reputation. Never met them. So I know looking forward to watching them and having a good chat with them later.
Wonderful, wonderful family. Unbelievably respected around Australia and New Zealand and around the world, actually. Steve, the brother of James, he's been a world amateur snooker champion and plays very, very, very good billiards as well. So he's just a natural cueist. That's a nice shot. That's a beauty. Wow. That is a beauty. Little tap on the table there with respect from James.
I understand there was a century break made yesterday, Wayne.
Yes, one of the ladies, Jessica Woods, she's got a lovely 121 clearance, and honestly, it's on recording. She got a 60-something earlier, but unfortunately the computer overheated. It was actually Matthew Scarborough's fault. He come and sat with me, and his hot breath just blew the heat through the computer, caused a crash, and so we had to. We actually missed that 62, but we got the 121.
Brilliant.
And been here. This is my third day I've been here, and it's just wonderful. Just a wonderful sport to play. Just a wonderful sport to be involved with. Just thoroughly enjoyed the whole occasion. My passion's billiards, but doesn't mean to say I don't respect and understand the other games. Do you play any billiards at all?
I think the answer's badly, isn't it? So, a little and badly, but no, I do actually really enjoy billiards. I think mainly because I do play it to enjoy it, and I don't really have any pressure on myself.
Okay.
Whereas with the snooker, I do expect a certain standard. With the billiards, I just enjoy it. In fact, we played in the same tournament down in Hamilton last year. I think it was the Hamilton Open, wasn't it? Before the New Zealand Open.
I think it was too. That's right. And you played well. I remember you played well. Just some of the shots you didn't know, that's all. The snooker sort of took dominance in the brain.
I took great pride in being told by a former Australian billiards champion that I quote, that I was horrible to play against. What he meant is that when it got down to the end and things, I think with 5 minutes to go, we were pretty much level. He was trying to defend and leaving all 3 balls on the cushions, and I just started potting them. And I don't think he was expecting that, so I did manage to get over the line against him.
Potting and possible reds. And this is Matthew's putting together a nice little bit of a break here too. This is looking seriously good. Yeah, and I do find that when I play snooker players, they're hard to follow because they're not playing the normal billiard shots. Therefore, the balls aren't being laid in the same place for when they miss. And this is exactly what I would suggest. That Frank Humphries from Australia meant. So it looks a bit unlucky there. He's having a real good look, hard to tell from here. Still a handy 16. Matthew's playing well for New Zealand here. So does he hide? Or can he see a pot here? Or can he see a plant? Maybe that one of 3 is a plant.
There must be something that we can't see, because
or
I think
maybe does that reed go into that little pocket?
I think I'd be putting him on the ball cushion here.
No, wrong again. He's gone for the double and nailed it. Wow.
And played in such a way, had he missed it, he wasn't leaving anything.
That was clever.
Very
that
good.
was actually a very clever shot. Well played, Matthew. Well played. So that's why I'm here and he's there. So you'll be playing, later on you're playing Carl Barrett. He's from Tasmania. Oh, lovely, lovely. Very well taken. Very well taken. Just nicely caressed. Yeah, later on you're playing Carl Barrett. He's from Tasmania. He's a junior champion. 2 times under 21s and 2 times under 18 junior champion. He's also a 2020 Oceania snooker champion. And lovely shot.
I shouldn't have any trouble then.
No, we can just hope that he's homesick. But we also know. But now here's an interest. This is what this game. Some wonderful comments here and some sad ones as well. We'll just see how this black goes. Oh, well taken.
That's well struck.
Look at this.
Very
This
well
is
struck.
very nice. Here we are giving other stuff away. Just keep watching this, everybody, while I... He actually got a tour card. He won the 2020 Oceania Snooker Champs. Got a tour card, and then COVID hit.
Oh dear.
Now that's a really sad story.
Yeah, because that's what all young players dream of.
It is. Yeah. I've met the young man, and he's a lovely young man. This is very nicely put together.
Yeah, that is a shame. It sounds a similar story to Cody Turner, who I played a lot with when I lived down in Wellington. He won the Oceania under 21s, and he had an invite to the World Championship qualifiers in Sheffield, and again he couldn't go due to COVID. So what a great opportunity that was that sadly he missed out on.
Just sad. They've wiped its feet, but it's in. Very nice, Matthew. Very nice. New Zealand currently leads 52-0 on Australia.
He's really striking these balls well, getting right through the cue ball, which is a real sign he's playing with some confidence.
Yeah, nice little stun run through for selection of reds. This red definitely gives him the next black. Yeah, let the cue do the work. Beautifully struck.
48 break.
He's on a 48 break at present.
48.
So this black and one more red is all he needs. Doesn't want the kiss, so that's come out. He's okay. He's okay.
So one more red, meaning they're going to need snookers. Australia.
Well, he'll be able to draw. There'll be 67 left.
Okay. Nice elbow. Yep. Well, this is impressive, Matthew.
So now we'll see how he's feeling.
Yeah.
Does he just take the colour to make the frame safe, or does he probably pop this pink with top to get on the red in the corner?
He's going to put that pink red in the middle.
Holding it in the middle. Okay.
Yes. Well played. Very well played. So the Australians are needing snookers. There's 100 break here if you can concept the 2-3 tough reds. But they could all lead into each other. And he's got an angle 4 now, maybe getting on those reds if he wants to break them apart. Oh, nice control. Wonderful shot. Take a bow. This red gives him another black. And this black gives him, I would say, the blue-red. Very nice. Very nice. Now he's got to manufacture a shot that he can try and get amongst these two reds on the rail there. Oh, bad luck. I don't know. Very, very nice break. What was that break?
No, it's not Matt.
Mm-hmm.
It's frames being conceded.
Frames being conceded. So currently New Zealand leads 3 frames to nil. And they play all 5 frames too, Lawrence. I don't know if you realise that. They play all
Oh, okay, yeah.
5 frames. So,
Well, at this rate, I might be on sooner than we think, so I might say thank you very much, Wayne. Nice
it's
to see you.
been lovely to see you too, and I really mean it. Good luck for
I'll
today.
go and get me suit on, have another coffee, and I'll
Yeah.
see you soon.
Thanks for coming over. Cheers, Dave. So there's the wonderful player from the Bay of Plenty, Lawrence Millington.
That was a lovely. That was a good to see New Zealand is making a bit of a comeback,
Very nice.
and yeah, I think it's going to in time be a reasonably popular tournament. I would hope.
I would say without a doubt, and maybe the suggestion could be that it's time to get the politicians into this game.
Yeah,
I
well,
know that you've thought about that or spoken to them about it, and that you're going to get them. Maybe every year in the ANZACS we get the New Zealand politicians playing the Australian
well,
politicians.
the talk was as you know, we are very fortunate we have Parliament buildings available to us as a venue, along with our politicians. And Thursday night when we went there, one of the politicians had suggested that they themselves will go to Australia and arrange a match between their politicians and ours. And I thought, well, yeah, this would be great, particularly
That'd
for
be
ANZAC.
worth watching. Honestly, they could play 10 reds or 6 reds or 15 reds. It'd still
Yeah.
be great.
Whatever. Yep.
Yeah. Now Matthew might have been a bit lucky there. Now this is still going. And of course for the left-hander this is a little easier for James. We haven't seen the best of James today. Honestly, he is a really reputable player, wonderful family. We've got a new referee there. His name is Bill Earl. He's a huge reputation as well. Lovely Q-Sport player. Now, when he walks around the table, I'll make the comment when we see him. There he is there. I think his father was Santa Claus. It's a very, very similar. He could be a love child. He could be a love child.
Yeah.
Lovely waistcoat. Look at the design on the back of that waistcoat. Delighted to see that go down for you, James. It did wipe its feet, but it went down, so... That's 6. Look at that back of that waistcoat. Wow.
Yeah, pretty steady, yeah.
Oh, well taken. Well taken. 7. Here's a fight back coming, although there's only 5 frames being played, but so New Zealand would have won this particular series of frames. He looks more comfortable now. Very nice. So he's got to develop the next ready. Does he take the one on the rail? Oh no, he's drawing into the bunch, but looks like he's trying to break the bunch open. He's done that very well, but I think he's been really unlucky. He didn't deserve that. Bad luck, James. Couldn't have done much more. There is a reed in the middle, and this reed will give him the blackers too, to the right-hand corner. No, didn't develop the... Still a nice 22 break, James. Now a wonderful Matthew Scarborough comes to the table. Does he play safety, or does he... No, he's claimed he's going to have a crack at this one, and this should give him a ball colour or a blue. Well taken. He's playing good, isn't he? He looks to be disappointed.
Played very well.
Yeah. He looks disappointed with that, Lester. So you people at home, what would you do here? Yellow for the middle bag red? Or would you be trying to come down here? There's not actually a real good position on these three reeds that are down here either. He's drawn back. Good effort. But whatever red, if he takes this in one of these reeds, he's going to separate the bunch a wee bit. If he gets the red, that's a plus, but if he misses it, it might leave another opening for James. Currently Australia lead 22-3. He's drawing this back. Well, and he's picked out his next red as well. We'll see how he goes long potting this pink here. This is a $250 Kiwi bought off trade me about 4 or 5 years ago. He likes it.
Shot.
He likes it.
Yeah, great shot.
Very well taken. So the New Zealand champs are up in July, I think. I'm not sure when the snooker champs are on. But I know there's a major WSF tournament in Auckland next week. Matthew's playing in that. And Matthew, we hope you can continue with this type of form. There's a tour card on offer. Dylan was having some trouble there. They're getting a measurement, so he's putting it behind. So maybe all the waistcoats around the world should be like that, Lester. What do you think?
I think so.
Put some colour to the game.
Yes, I think it's
Yeah.
Hmm.
See if you can put the red and greys off the other red for the black.
It's the first time I've actually seen him play. I've never seen him play before.
They were both very nervous at the start,
Mm.
but once Matthew got that nice break, and away he went, the red just troubling a wee bit. So he's drawn this back, has he? No, he's gone that way. Okay,
No, bad luck.
that's probably why he didn't like it in the first place. He didn't want to take it, did he?
No.
So he's probably going to leave the white up and balk. He might have a sneak go at the blue. That red is available for the middle, but there's not much room for mistakes. Is he just going to cuddle up to the black? He's just going to put the white on the ball on the cushion here. That's what he's done. Yeah,
Very
nice
good.
shot.
Good shot.
Yeah, good shot. Good out of trouble shot. The Victorian comes to the table and he's got a couple of choices, but nothing really, really simple. Yeah, he decided to play, and that's a lovely shot too. Yep. Good answer. We've got a full day of this today, everyone watching this. Yeah, that was a better shot to look too, because a double kiss there was always a problem. And Matthew Scarborough played that very well. 11-10. Good cheeky go, wasn't it? So there is an opening here for Matthews, not a gimme, but it's there to be taken. Red gives him pink, and the rest of the reds, I'd say. Red could even give him black. He's playing it low, so he intends to stop the white. This pink gives him reds, the black gives him reds. Playing up top another ball is a little tough.
Oh, bad luck.
Yeah, it was awkward. But it looks like he's actually left nothing. Well, nothing straightforward anyway. And when you're playing well, that happens. The balls help you, they run with you. James is going for safety. He's putting the white into balk. Great weight. And he's played for the nameplate. Do you see the nameplate there behind the white ball world? It's a lot of players play for that. It's a very good idea. Something to aim at. And he's done a tremendous job. Matthew might have a freebie here. No, he's played safety as well. Good shot. Yep. Managed to manoeuvre there. 3 questions. Get out of trouble. So Matthew's guard was about 6'2", 6'3", so he should be able to reach and make this if he wants it. He won't need to use it. He won't need to use a wrist or a jigger. Look at the elbow. Good elbow, strong high elbow, good chin. Yep, well played. Potting well. Potting well. He's going to be a real danger next week.
Yes, I think so.
Yep.
Doing very, very well.
This reed develops. This pink, develops the next red. Probably the same pocket. So the pink goes in, and the next red the same pocket. Believe it or not, he's overcut it. Maybe he's frightened of the in-off.
Very good.
So if he had hit that, probably do, and would have gone in, maybe might have got the wide in as well. So here's a small chance here for James. He's trying to miss those other 2 reds. So the right-hander comes to the table. Hangs his leg on the lights. It slots it nicely. He is very comfortable at present. So pink will go back on the spot. So which red does he go for here? Would he go for one of those 2 reds together, or would he come off the cushion and come back for that black red?
It's the one.
No, he's going for those 2 reds. One of those 2 reds. Probably a good choice. Australia still lead here, 22-21. Yep, good selection of a pink. Pink and maybe a little cannon onto the black goes in the next red. Pink, white cannons on the black, and there's the next red. No, he didn't need the cannon. Might have been better if he had to, because he wouldn't have had to play over it. Yep, he's asked for the use of a spider. This red gives him a black. Yeah, well, beautifully played. Just coax the ball in. So the black doesn't go on the spot. Sorry, I think it does actually, but it smothers up that on the red.
Oh!
Just busy, maybe tried to do too much. New Zealand currently leading 29-22 over Australia. So James is going for safety again. It's just where the game. Well, he might be going for the double actually. No, he's gone for safety. Lovely, lovely shot. But it looks like he's left a gap. We'll see how Matthew's long potting is here.
Oh, bad luck.
Okay, I've got to actually... He's got to show me that shot. It's a nice shot to be able to play in billiards.
Good billiard shot, eh? They tell me a billiards player is a disenfranchised snooker player.
Say that again?
I don't think I will.
No, I didn't even. That's no problem. Good reply. Very good reply. No, it's fine. No, I just missed it. Sorry. I'll just turn the hearing aid up on that side. Oh, that's a wonderful shot.
Great shot.
Wow, and the table's tapped as well.
Great shot.
Gee, don't you see some great shots during the day? So the left-hander comes forward. Looks like he can graze it back up. Playing safety here, I'd imagine. The white big back up here. Yeah, he'd be disappointed with that. Bad luck, James. If you can get on the other side of this blue. No, he probably should have just run through.
All right. That's a clean one. No, it's not.
Yeah, yeah. And then go into the right hand bottom pocket. New Zealand currently leading in this frame, 34-26. So the pink develops the next red. Good shot. So a table clearance looks pretty ugly here with the way the yellow is. Yellow and black together. And that really is what's been happening to James today. He's come to the table and really not a lot he can do. That doesn't look like a plant. It might be. That's a pretty friendly bottom pocket down there. So he might be able to manufacture this. Now he's played for safety again. It's been just the way the balls have gone. James hasn't done a long roll, just the way the balls have run.
Unlucky. You want to sit here?
Yep, nice development of the pink. Or does he cut it up to the green for a snooker? Does the green put him? Does it put the green put him on the red? That's all. It looks like he feels he can get down there from there. That'll take some shot. Yeah, I thought that was pretty tough. I thought the green would have developed the white better. And that hasn't been friendly either. All bad luck, good effort.
Oh, lovely effort, wasn't it?
Wasn't
Eh?
it? Yeah. So, Bill Earl, the referee, we call him the Duke of Earl, and you can see the reasons why.
He's a billiards player too, isn't he?
No, not James. Oh, you mean the Duke of Earl, you mean?
Yes.
Bill? He plays a little bit, not a lot.
He saw the light and turned to snooker, did he?
Maybe. I think, like all the Kiwis, they can play any of the games. Pool, snooker or billiards, that's where we're lucky. You know? When you play rugby and league, people don't want you to play the opposite one.
That's right.
When our sport, we don't care which one you play.
True.
You can play,
That's how it should be too.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
I think he tried to pot that. Bad luck. So that's a foul shot, and I don't think it's a free ball. but it definitely won't be replaced, I'd imagine. Well, it looks like it might be a free ball. Has it been called?
I think so.
I don't think he'd want. I think he'd take it anyway, wouldn't he?
I think it's on anyway.
Yeah, it's
isn't
on, yeah.
it? Yeah.
It's only 16 the diff here. So still in anybody's game, it's worth going for. So a drawback from the green gives him yellow in the middle. Actually, look at that, all the colours on the other end of the table. Now, you don't see that a lot, do you?
No, not really.
No, you don't. So green does give him yellow, gives some table clearance, actually. Good shot. Very nice shot. And the table clearance wins the game.
I know, Sven, you have to leave very shortly to get your flight home. We would like to thank you for being here with us for this weekend. You've done a marvellous job. We hope you have a safe and return journey.
Yeah, thanks, Lester. I thank you for the invitation. Just love being here. It's a wonderful snooker, by the way, and quite an important one at this time. You obviously didn't fancy the clearance. Yeah, no, just love being here. People are lovely. The way you've looked after me as well, I appreciate it.
Oh,
Oh,
good
that's
shot.
a lovely
What a
shot.
lovely shot that is.
Wow,
Yeah,
what
excellent.
a good effort.
Unlucky.
Yeah,
That was a great shot.
great shot. I'd be very pleased with that too.
Yeah.
So how does James get up for this green? He may have to lay right of this. He's left-handed, so he's lucky. He's left-handed, so he's going to be able to get under the ball. He's lifted the back of the cue high.
Oh, look at that. Good shot.
Yeah, very good shot.
Very good
Probably
shot.
couldn't have done much better than that. Yeah, very good, James. Good on you. 10 the difference here. So brown,
I don't think that's on.
brown, blue, we need snookers. Just feels a bit uncomfortable there with the middle pocket knuckle. Yeah, it made the difference, didn't it?
Did.
Just made him a couple. He might get second
be a
prize
bit
here.
lucky here. He might be a little bit lucky.
These are straight lines that I talk
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm not suggesting he played for that, but he was on the blue. That was the winning of the frame, right there. So 42-39 here. New Zealand still lead 42-39.
Yeah,
Well played.
excellent shot.
Yeah, well played. And has got a
Great,
great result.
great shot.
Yeah. Matthew Scarborough's really doing a
Keep
nice
your voice
job,
down
isn't
a
he?
bit. It's dragging into the
Yeah, that squash is always a problem. Yeah, I think James is going to have a go at this one. It gives him the blue-pink. It gives him the frame. If he can nail this brown, he's odds on to win the frame. But against the cushion makes it ugly. Oh, sorry, it's Matthews playing. So the way the balls are placed, brown wins you the frame. Doesn't look happy, does he? No, he likes it. Just never liked it. Now, the way that Matthew's been playing, you would think Matthew's just going to slot this. Australia now lead 43-42. But, of course, the frame score is very much in New Zealand's favour, 3-0. So Australia need 2 balls, and the blue definitely gives you the pink. Australia win the frame. Well played, James.
What time do you take off?
Quarter to.
Quarter to one. Oh, that's right.
We'll play this. We'll play this way. So into the last frame here, and Bill Earl there, Santa Claus's love child. He's now resetting the table for the players. Yeah, good. Hi world, Wayne Carey here again, and we're into the 5th and final frame. New Zealand lead this series 3 frames to 1, and the Hamiltonian Matthew Scarborough to break. James did win the last frame for Australia, and he's had a bit of a shaky start. In fairness, he would be disappointed, but he's taken this on because it gives him the black. So where that red went, that probably blocks the black there. So you at home, would you hide here? Would you put the white into balk? Or would you fancy your chances? Without being behind the cue, it's a little harder, isn't it? And he's aimed for the nameplate again. Good shot, good weight, very good weight. He gave nothing away there, and also separated a few reds. You know, the way Matthew's been playing, he just might take this. He is. The yellow ball's annoying him a little bit. Decide to play the safety. That's always the risk, isn't it? Always the risk when you open the bunch up like that, leaving the red over one of the 2 bottom pockets. Still got to be got though, and it looks like there's no easy escape route back to the balk end here. So he's having a crack at it, I'd say. He threw the whole cue at that, didn't he? Might have got away with it. Yellow's come to his help. There looks to be a red there, but there's no black, but it looks like no pink. Oh, now he's going to draw back for the black. Oh, bad luck. Idea was there. James steps up with a nice starter. possibly look for the black or the blue. The blue gives them another red. This red gives him a ball colour unless he plays 3 cautions for the blue here. So what he's done, 1, 2, 3. Still got a choice of the ball colours. Black's a go as well. How confident does he feel? So he's more interested in his next red, I'd say. So it looks like he fancies the black for the next red. It's good on him. We just pointed that Australia lead this frame 7-0. Giving a great chance here for Matthew Scarborough. He'll use reverse side here and go out for the black.
Great shot.
Yeah. Just which red he wants to pick off here. There's 5 or 6 reds down here that are quite easy to get without having to go into the bunch. Yeah, keep it simple, Matthew. Very good. Nice and simple. Let the cue do the work. Good on you, Matthew. Nice 8. New Zealand hit the front in this early part of the frame. Hope you all the people at home are enjoying this around the world. Very nice, 16. Does 16 become 24? It's got to be a big chance. Is there enough angle there? And he still wants to stroke it well to get around down. He has. That's a wonderful shot. And this black develops the next red. Good shooting. Yeah, this is the great thing about this sport. Provided you can cue well, you can play anything you like. Snooker, pool or billiards. Lovely 24.
Tell me, mate, what's in store for you over the next few weeks?
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've been invited to play in the World Billiard Championships in Ireland. And I'm looking forward to it. Been there once before, 1999 was the last time I went to Ireland. I've been to 14 World Championships, this will be my 15th. Made the last 16 in 1999 in the World Champs.
How many in the field, any idea?
Oh, something like 60 or 70.
That's not a bad number, eh?
No, it's good all around the world. It's a nice 32. Yeah, all around the world too. And it's in the top players are like Roger Federer. They're just another different class.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably 8 or 10 like that, and then the rest of us really tried to hurt on the day.
Bad luck.
Bad luck was on another black too. Still a nice handy 32, Matthew. Yeah, so it's great being this age and still playing the game.
And are you getting a bit sick of it at the moment, or are you going to carry on until the inevitable, or what happens?
No, I'm going to keep going. I've won 131 tournaments in New Zealand, so I'm going to try get the higher bid number.
Good.
Virtually won just about everything, including the Oceanias, 6 New Zealand Opens, and I think, wow, New Zealand
How strong is
Championship nice
billiards
to
in
win.
New Zealand? Is there a good number playing billiards? Or
No, there's not. No. Actually, the sport taken over with Q Sports New Zealand really is pool. Well done. Yeah, well done, James. Yeah, pool's taken over really.
Do you think it's just because of the money, or because it's an easier game to play? Well, yeah, not necessarily an easier game to play, but is it money, or is it something else that you think attracts them to pool?
Probably convenient. You know, you can put a pool table in your kitchen, but you can't put a full-size snooker table in.
Maybe we should change the building instructions, and so people can have snooker tables in the house.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. That's the way to go. But again, it doesn't matter. In this game, you can cue well, you can play all three. He's putting together a nice little break here. Yeah, well played. Yeah. Blue goes in the next red. The pink doesn't look like it goes, so does he draw back for the blue off this red, or does he run through?
Do you have any thoughts on the Asia Pacific coming up next week? Do you have any thoughts on that at all?
I think it's wonderful. The Papatoe Club. Well, that's a nice shot. Can he? Yeah, I think he can get a red for after this blue. Yeah, no, the Papatoe Club. They've got a gentleman there called Niall, and I'm afraid I don't know his surname off the cuff.
Yeah.
He's an Irishman, and he's totally behind Q Sports snooker.
Oh, that's good.
And they put in 8 brand new tables,
Good.
and heated steel cushions, putting together a nice break here, James. Heated, it's sort of the first facility we've ever had like that in New Zealand.
Excellent.
It is, so I'm actually going to go there. It's a facility where I can actually practice my billiards, with these steel back cushions.
I'd like to take another opportunity to thank the NZBSA and always Rob Alvin and someone who have helped put this tournament together. It hasn't been easy. It's taken about 3 years to get this together because of COVID. And I'd like to thank these guys very much, and also the players who have taken the time to come here. We'd also like to thank Australia for taking the time to come here. Not so keen on the result, hey,
Overall, but just no, that's just the way it is. Now this is the real James Misford. Everyone watching this is a real player. This is him. And I'm not sure the break that he's on, but this is the one that we know. This is the 2016 Australian champion, been a multiple world champion. How many?
5-0.
It breaks on 50.
Mm.
Very good. He's starting to stroke the ball now. 5 times Victorian champion. Yeah, what good shot. And he's from the famous Mifsud family. So
How do
what
you
would
think the money in New Zealand for snooker compares to that in Australia?
the money is higher in Australia. Probably. I got around that beautifully. Would have been nice if you'd have kicked it out, perhaps, to make a more open pocket. Yeah, I can't understand why we can't get sponsorships for the sport. For some reason, the gladiator sports seem to gain the sponsors. Oh, lovely red. Well taken, James. This is lovely. Is that about a 57 so far?
57, yep.
Wow. And yeah, the gladiator sports, I say that because when they're playing rugby or rugby league and that, someone gets hurt, everyone cheers. Somebody's son, somebody's daughter. Hasn't he developed? This is more than James. This is James Misford world. This is the man.
What does he actually do for a job? Do you have any idea what he...
No, I've got no idea, sorry. I've failed to ask him that, actually. I asked him lots of other questions, but green gives him brown. It could be a table clearance here. It's in. Good shot. Wow. Shame you can't get the 100 break here. Yeah. Pot the blue, drift down, maybe one cushion. Come up for the pink. Yep. Start to develop 2 cushions. Pink goes in the middle, he's on the black. Lovely, lovely, lovely break. Wow, lovely break. And that break, I think, was 74? No, 76.
What time is it to be easy?
76. So I'll sign off now, world. I've got to go and catch the plane home.
And we'll be back with the next match shortly.
And the next match will be starting shortly. So make sure you watch. Go make yourself a nice cup of coffee. And the match is going to be between the Tasmanian-Australian Carl Barrett against Lawrence Wellington, the New Zealand representative from the Bay of Plenty. New Zealand ranked number 3, Lawrence Wellington, and he's been a 2 times North Island champion and wants to represent New Zealand in snooker. So for all you people down there in the government, take a listen. Please, can we have this gentleman's, Lawrence Wellington's, passport, please? Citizenship. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the day. And I'm now looking forward to going home and seeing my lovely, pretty wife. Thank you.